Alright, so I know a lot of people have been asking for a musty flick, or backwards musty flick, a musty flick tutorial in the air, and all of that. So I have made a training pack that's going to help you the most with musties. It's 8 shots, it's uploaded. The code's right there if you want to type it in and use it. But I've made this so it uses the backwards musty most of all. Now, I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to show you how bad I'm still at this. I'm good at, like, the air dribble musty, but this ground stuff I'm not exactly used to, so you're going to see a lot of fails. I'm not going to cut it just to show you guys how much I really need to work on this, and just to show how hard it is. But there's 8 shots in the pack. I'll go over them all and show you what you need to do and the intention of it. And we'll just start with number 1, obviously. So this one's supposed to be like this, and then you musty flick it like that. You kind of hit the ball in the air, then you do that. That's how you do the first one. At least you're supposed to. You do it over and over again. It all just takes time. I know a lot of people have been asking this in the comments. And they're like, how do you do a musty flick double touch, yada yada yada. Well, I'm gonna start off with just a musty flick part, because that's the hardest part to do it, because you gotta know how to double touch and musty, obviously. And people are asking, how do you do an air dribble to musty flick double touch, and that's like, there's so many things you gotta learn to do that. So we can just start with step 1, and that's the musty. I'm failing miserably, but like, it just takes time to get good at. I know there's this player called Pulsey Vample, and he's really good at these. He's a keyboard player. He's an absolute madman. He's been grinding out that YouTube content. But number 1, it's pretty straightforward. You just on the bounce, or you could do it like this, like that. Either way works. But number 2, this is off the wall. Now, this I'm gonna have to teach you how to do a setup on, because it's its own thing. Instead of like boosting, like getting the ball away from you and getting a reset or whatever, you want to like boost a little bit, then stop boosting, and just hold gas. Because if you just hit the ball like that, it's going to go far away. And you need to use your flip within the 1.5 seconds, or you won't have it. Because watch what happens when it's too far away. Okay, that time I had the flip. Hold on. You know, oh wait, I actually have the flip. I'm failing. I'm showing you things. Okay. Well, it's like if you go like this, it's not going to be a good setup when you normally go for an air dribble setup or something. So you want to keep the ball as close as possible to you. I'm failing at my own setup. The ball's close, then you can musty. I'll do it one more time. That's gonna be a bad, yeah. It all just, the more of the car on the ball obviously means more scoop and power. So that just takes time to get though. The setup isn't the best. I put that like that on purpose because I know free play is 100% the best way to do this, but I know a lot of people struggle with free play and setting it up themselves. So I try to make it a little bit rough because it's not like if you just drive forward, the ball's not going to go up. So I wanted to make it so you have to do a little bit of the work on the setup. Alright, we're on to number 3. It's the same thing as number 2, just a different wall. So you want to try to do the same thing. Okay, I'm failing in my setup. It's all about the setup pretty much in the musty flicks. Trying to get the back of your car perfectly lined up with a musty. I'm failing. I know a lot of people like flip cancel their musties, like, or they like do that. If you want the most power, you just gotta backflip and let it do the full rotation. I failed. I'll do it one more time with the musty flick. There. Alright. That's number 3 done, covered. Let's do number 4. Number 4, you're supposed to wait for the bounce, and then musty flick it. You could do it like number 1, but I made it so you're supposed to do it like number 4, like this one. There. That's how you're supposed to do number 4. You wait for the bounce, then you musty flick it. Pretty simple. One of the easier ones. The number 5 is the exact same thing, but a different angle. These are the easy ones. You don't got to steer much. You just got to time everything right and lean back at the appropriate time and do the musty. Alright, 6. Now this could either be an off-wall shot or a ceiling shot. Ceiling shot musties are super effective. Okay, that just died. But they're super effective because, well, they're a ceiling shot and you can get so much power on them. Like, they can go so fast. And you can also get, like, really cool goals. You can get, like, a ceiling shot double touch or something with a musty. Oh, I'm trying to get one. I'll just get a musty. Stop trying to be cocky and just do it. And I'm failing again. Okay. But yeah, these shots all just take time. I tried to make it as simple as possible, but also help you guys the most. I didn't want to put like 25 different shots of little different spots around the field and stuff. This will just teach you the basics and how to do it. Oh, I bounced crossbar. I'll do one more musty and then I'll go on to the same shot but different setup. Alright, whatever. Alright. If you want to do, there's also like, you could do it this way. Okay, I'm failing at my setup. I forgot to break. You could get a reset and then musty flick. Either way, you could do it. It don't really matter. Practice both, honestly. It'll get you good at, you know, all the different sorts of setups. Alright, on to number 7. This is the same thing on a different wall again. You know, just practice over and over again. It just takes time. I know a lot of people has been asking, so I tried to make it easy, but like also complex at the same time. And then for the same thing, you could also do it this way. Get a reset, then musty flick it. Either way, it's gonna work out for you. And then number 8, it's the hardest musty flick of all. It's the one when you lean forward instead of backwards. I don't know why I find this one harder than the other ones, but I do. I find the leaning forward one harder. On the dribble, you can do like a backwards musty like that, just off a dribble, but you got to get that little pop. When you lean back, you got to get that little baby pop. Because if you don't, you'll just like face scrape the ground pretty much. That will happen. The ball's too low. This is a lot harder. I can't even do this one, like at all. There's a little pop. I failed the timing. It's all about positioning and knowing how to do it. It'll just take time. I just wanted to get this out here because I know a lot of people want this. And this is not like a team video with Neo normally. Like normally we do a musty flick. I've done a musty flick, like the basics of the musty flick. Nothing real in depth though. This is the more in depth with the training pack too. This training pack is going to help you a lot with this. I can guarantee you that. If there's any other training packs you want me to make for you guys, I can for sure do that. Just leave it down in the comments. I want to help you guys as much as possible. I know what it's like starting out. But, yeah, I try to keep this basic, short-ish video with as much content, or not as much content, but as much information as you need. I try to make it super complex, but at the same time understandable. Like I said in the past, I'm not the best at explaining things, but I'll show you and tell you what I know. But other than that, like I said just a second ago, if there's any tutorials or training packs you want me to make, just let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed the video.